Life-ruining
Chilling-
angel. Accident
chilling
angel.
Woke angel.
Woke angel. Me. Hi guys, welcome to LoveCast, the Boys Love podcast. I'm your host Pixie, and with me are my co-hosts Alexa and Kayla.
Hi. Hello.
This week we are listening and not judging. Well, maybe judging a little bit. This was suggested by Laura?
Yes, Laura.
Yes. Sorry if I butchered that. Over on our Discord. We're doing our own spin on it. So we will talk about a show and the other hosts, and you guys will listen, not judge, and then guess which show it is. So this is going to be fun. We've tried to write this in a very, the only way I can describe it is unhinged way. And we discovered that surprising, there are a lot of BLs involving cats.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
My first thought is I was reading them, but I was trying not to think about them too deeply because I didn't want to guess ahead of time. But I was I don't know if I'm gonna actually know any of these. So we'll see how this goes.
I honestly, the first one on the list, I don't think you guys seen it. I know we've talked about it in passing, but I don't think you two watched it.
Okay. I'll have to more than racking through my brain for the shows I've seen, I'm gonna have to expand and think about the shows that we've talked about on LoveCast, which is even harder than because I can't reference my drama list, my drama list to remind me of the shows I've seen.
You guys know about the show, so it's not something that is completely unknown. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Maybe.
As ready as never gonna be.
But here we go. We listen and we don't judge, but you took in a stray cat and now there's a fully grown, devastatingly pretty man with ears and a tail calling you master, sleeping in your bed and straight up purring when you pet him. You tell yourself this is fine until he starts hissing at your friends, pawing at your chest for attention, and suddenly there's talk of heat cycles. And now you're questioning every life choice that led you here.
Okay.
You know what?
One that Kayla, do you know it?
I think I know this one. Is this the one? Is this Meow Ears Up? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was trying to remember the actor. His name is James, right? I was trying to remember his character's name because I started to watch this show, but then I was like, I don't know about this. There was some weird hair extension wig stuff going on that I couldn't get with. Yep. This was directed by Pilet.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it sounds like the synopsis or part of you know what it reminds me of? I think there's probably a ton of manga that are like this, but I think Perth did a video reading, he does those videos where he reads BL manga, and I think one of the ones he read had maybe Meow Ears Up was based on this, but it had almost the exact same plot line, and that's what was coming into my head, but I couldn't connect it to a Thai show. But I think that's what I was thinking of, Perth reading BL manga. This was
adapted from a manhwa that's called Hey, Your Ears Popped Out. But yes. There are a lot of yaoi manhwa with this
The
exact
yeah, the cat BL yaoi
cat
universe, I
turns
feel like
human and
is
it's sort
really
of
large.
bestiality, but at the same time they're human.
They're
No,
human,
who
but are
knows what
they?
is happening. I mean, it's
Yeah.
good. Like we had yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah. Okay. I was going to
Okay.
start talking about all the cat, but then I remembered maybe it's on our list, so I'm not going to talk about it. Okay.
Okay, should I read one of mine?
Go ahead.
Okay, let me decide. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but you and almost your entire friend group struggle to navigate. Hello? Let me start over again. This is, once again, my reading comprehension is being tested.
Mm.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge, but you and almost your entire friend group struggle to navigate will they, won't they relationships with men who are clearly obsessed with them. You even go so far as to make out multiple times and still question if you are moving towards a romantic relationship or not. This could
I
actually
mean,
be a ton of
the thing
BLs.
here, this could be so many shows, honestly.
My
Like,
hint is
what?
that it's one that aired last year and I have
Oh,
talked about it.
okay. Because I immediately thought, why Destiny?
Mm.
You know
Yeah,
what I
it
thought
actually
of?
is very vague.
I thought of Secret Crush on You.
Yeah.
Mm, there are a
Yeah.
lot of ensembles. Is it We Are?
Yeah, it's We Are.
I
I was
didn't
thinking
touch
Ah.
it.
specifically
I
of
didn't touch it.
specifically like, and I think this is actually one of the big critiques that people had of the show is that Pan and Puan's character don't get together until like the 12th episode, and they have like literally made out like and talked about how much they like each other like every episode from like episode 5 to episode 12. It's like,
Yeah.
do we actually like each other? I'm like, you guys have made out multiple times, you're sleeping over at each other's houses, this man is telling you that like he's never been happier, like, but really it is like the plot of so many BLs that like you are doing the most inherently relationship things, but you're like, do we actually like each other? Are we actually in a
Mm.
relationship? Do I
It is
actually like a man? Like, yes, you like
it is
him.
so it's such a weird like plot progression because it
Hmm.
like it keeps stalling the climax
Hmm.
when it doesn't need to, because honestly I think the whole 11th episode climax thing that happens in especially Thai shows is not good. I think
Mm.
like it should happen earlier and they should like build on that until the end. But we kind of just get like this rushed ending because they put the climax there. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
I think it's like with shows like We Are, like there's not a lot of actual plot. Like the plot is the relationship
Mm.
happening. So I guess
Hmm.
that, but then it's also like you have 16 episodes with that show. And
Hmm.
that's why I liked Oo and Boom's characters because they were the only
Hmm.
ones that actually figured their relationship shit out and were
Hmm.
actually dating each other pretty early on. But
Yep.
yeah, that really is like, that is the BL arc. Like,
Yeah.
do
I
we
mean, it
actually
would be
like each
different
other?
if they get together and then break up to then get back together. That would be sort of different. Like, I'm not
Mm.
saying I enjoy that, but at least it's like a
Switching it up a
woo.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not stalling. But we're not here to judge, okay?
We listen and we don't
Right.
judge.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, Kayla, do you have one?
I literally just have one.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was weirdly hard to think of ones that I could summarize without being too specific, but also
Mhm.
too
Okay.
It's
vague.
hard.
But then I felt
Same.
like I was being too specific, so I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we listen and we don't judge, but you have the most selfish, conniving family who only ever use you for their own benefit. They even go as far as forcing you to marry a rich guy so they can inherit property among other assets. You do want to get married someday, but just not under these circumstances. So basically, you formulate your own plan to successfully evade your marriage. Meanwhile, your uncle is trying to kill you, which everyone seems weirdly nonchalant about. But really, all you want to do is practice karate, take care of your new puppy, and hang out with your best friend, who is low-key a celebrity that's making his singing debut. Also, your dad won't say he loves you, so now you have deep-rooted issues with men.
This is Naughty Babe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, though the family drama in that show like was so convoluted, and as soon as you said the uncle who was trying to kill you, I was like, yup.
Dude,
Yup,
I
yup.
was sitting here because I knew like this was I kind of like I zeroed in on the Cutie Pie universe at like the very beginning, but I was just like, damn, did all that shit happen?
And like 8 episodes
That
too.
and more. And more.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm judging a little bit.
Me too.
It was giving soap opera family drama at some points, but you know what? I was kind of here for it.
I mean, I do kind of enjoy soap operas at times.
Talk about having a
Like
plot
the
that goes
days
somewhere.
of our life. Yep. Okay, so my next one, I will give like a small hint at the beginning. This is an old one.
Oh god, okay.
Maybe one of the oldest, but you know what it is. I think you've both seen it.
Okay.
But we'll see if you remember it. Okay, we listen and we don't judge, but you were just a chill, slightly emotionally dead dude trying to vibe when a recklessly flirty human ball of sunshine waltzed in, wrecked your entire existence, and now you're questioning every single thing you thought you knew about yourself. 1 minute you're out here pretending to be unbothered. The next the next thing you know, you're hallucinating him in neon lights, having a full-blown identity crisis, and falling so disgustingly in love that even the universe itself is like, damn, bro, just kiss him already.
Right before you said hallucinating, I was gonna say sodas. And then I was like, whoa.
This is a curveball.
Okay.
Honestly.
So he's not physically dead, but emotionally he is dead inside.
He's emotionally dead.
Okay,
yeah.
because
He
I
doesn't
was like,
show a lot of emotions in
I was
the
like,
beginning.
what ghost BL is that?
Yeah, no. I can say that I love this show. Like it's one of the best shows that I've watched, and it's
oh my god,
so freaking old.
Oh my gosh.
So freaking old.
It's almost at its anniversary, 10-year anniversary.
10 years,
Oh my
2016.
That's next year.
What shows came out in 2016? Oh my god.
Do you want another well, it's gonna give it away if
I need to
it's gonna give it away.
I don't know when things came out.
No, but if I tell you
on.
which country it's from, it's gonna give it away.
Okay, let me have a think. Let me throw a guess out
Okay.
there.
It's not Asian.
Oh. Okay. Hold on. Is it it's not Skam, is it? It is Skam. Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't have known that.
Okay. I was like that.
3.
The neon lights was sounding so familiar, but my brain was thinking Asian drama, so I wasn't going there. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, the neon lights is a dead giveaway if you remember, but it's an
with the
show.
paint and everything like that. Yeah, that is one of the OGs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kayla's like,
no,
I actually
I wouldn't know.
You never watched it?
Never fully watched it either, but I was on Tumblr when it was airing, so I've basically watched all of it through Tumblr.
Dude, I didn't watch it until like 2019. I remember hearing about it when it was airing because everyone was so excited, but I wasn't the demographic audience for that show. It was a teen show. I was older.
Yeah.
So it was the BL fans that got me watching it.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
No, I remember I had a lot of mutuals on Tumblr who like were locked in because like it felt so complicated to watch because they like release clips, and like if you were an international fan, like you had to be really like you had to really like figure out how to watch it. And then like a
Yeah.
year later, like I got into BL and ended up doing the same thing, like having to scour the internet to watch
Yeah.
Thai BL. So
Like the one show that I easily can watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it was filmed for the Norwegian like main what do you call it? Like TV station, like it's the government's TV station thing. So every Norwegian has access to it. We pay like a monthly sum that you have to pay.
Yeah,
you have it on your
have
TV.
access to this.
You have to pay that. It's like it's basically like a tax. So yeah, but easy access.
Yeah, for sure. One day, maybe 10 years later, I'll go back and watch the iconic Skam season 3.
Well, next year it's the 10-year anniversary. Yeah. Maybe we should do like a reaction to Skam.
Circle back to Skam.
Ooh, we could do that for Patreon. If people want to see our Patreon reaction to Skam season 3, let us know.
That could be good.
I would be down.
Okay. Alexa.
Okay. I think at least one of you have watched this, so hopefully it's not too hard, but a little bit hard. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but your secret crush becomes your new roommate, and in your attempt to distance yourself by kicking them out, it backfires once they become determined to become your ideal type in order to stay. What will win out? Your disdain over them mooching off of you as a roommate, or the fact that they're willing to go so far as to get a tattoo if that means being closer to your ideal type?
This is kind of like it's probably not this, but I thought like the first show that came to my head when hearing that was A Son's Love.
No, it's not Awesome.
I know, but it describes their relationship so well.
Yeah, it kind of does. My hint is it's not a Thai BL, so Kayla, I don't know if it's not a Thai BL.
Oh God, I need to think. Which are forced proximity. It's not Thai.
I'm pretty sure one of you has watched it. I feel like we talked about it. Maybe watch part of it.
Is it that Korean roommates one? That's the only one I can think of.
It is Korean, but it's not Roommates of Poonduck, if that's the one you're thinking about. But it is a Korean BL. So
it is Korean. Secret crush becomes your new roommate. Damn. Oh, wait. Is it Time of Fever?
No, not Time of Fever.
Oh my gosh, wait.
No, it's the tattoo is what the frick? Which I can't remember a BL with a tattoo in it. Tattoo. Wait. No.
Should I tell you? Do you have any other guesses?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the names of the shows.
I can't think of anything involving talking about getting a tattoo.
It's not like a tattoo in the traditional sense, I'll say that. Like, it's not like wording, or it's like, this might give it away. It's like an aesthetic tattoo. Like how people tattoo eyebrows and things like that. It's kind of in that vein. But it's not tattooing his eyebrows.
Okay, did I
make it worse?
I will. Yeah, that will make it worse. I will not guess this.
Wait. Like cosmetic surgery tattoo.
It's not surgery, but like it's a tattoo to make
Oh
a cosmetic
no,
change.
it's the oh yes, what I can't remember. He gets a tattoo of like a mole.
Yeah. It's
A beauty
Boys Be
mark?
Brave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets
Oh.
basically like the guy has like a list of like what makes his ideal type,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot of like physical stuff. So like
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy was thinking about it from the perspective of a girl, but
Right.
then his roommate, who becomes determined to become his ideal type, starts doing all of this stuff. So he like gets hair extensions, and
It's
he
kind of
starts
crazy.
wearing
Yeah, dude, it's very
it's like yeah, he starts wearing like one piece jumpsuits because the list has like like girls who wear one piece like a dress. And
yeah,
then one of the things is like a mole. Like he thinks moles are really cute, so the guy
yeah.
gets a mole tattooed under
Yeah,
his
it's under his
eye to
eye.
be
Yeah.
closer to his ideal type.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty unhinged. Very unhinged when you think about it in a little bit more detail, but yeah.
Huh.
So boys
It's
be
a
brave.
very weird show, and yes, I have watched it.
Yeah, it's like I didn't dislike it, but like when I
Mm-hmm.
thought about the plot in more detail, I was like, this is
It's
like he's
so
doing a
weird.
lot. Like, why is he
Yeah.
changing himself physically? Like, it's not. It was like mostly out of a bet to be able to stay his roommate, and then like eventually they
Mm-hmm.
develop more feelings for each other. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was very very
Interesting.
interesting plot. But yeah, boys
Yeah.
be brave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard to
I
like
didn't
give
know that
hints
one.
without completely giving it away.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I completely forgot that he did that in that show. Like, I remember we've talked about the show before.
Hmm.
So,
So I was like, I'm pretty sure Pixie has watched it,
yeah.
but
I'm just like, what? No, I watched like a lot of the Korean BLs kind of smooched together in a bowl in my head.
yeah. Yeah.
except To My Star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm doing the next one.
Hmm.
It's okay. I lost my place in the, but I found it. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but your new roommate is a grumpy, untouchable cat of a man who hisses at emotions, glares like it's a sport, and probably thinks affection is a disease. Naturally, you, an unbearably sunshine human golden retriever, make it your life's mission to annoy, fluster, and accidentally make him fall for you. Now he's acting all possessive, stealing glances, and low key purring when you get too close.
The purring.
But don't worry, he'll deny everything to his grave.
Okay, I don't know what it's called, but is this the Mew one that you talked about? I just can't remember
Is
what
it?
it's called.
How the fuck did you guess that right
Dude,
away?
I literally thought this was Choco Milkshake, and I was so confident in it. What?
Yeah,
They
no,
all have the same plot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's Love is Like a Cat
Love is like a
with
cat. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, with Mew.
I was like, that's the only other cat one I could think of right now.
Yeah.
It's South Korean Thai crossover BL that honestly doesn't have a lot of BL in it because nothing happens.
Oh.
But yeah, you're supposed to believe that they're in love. But yeah, they're
Interesting.
cute. Do you remember I went on a rant about Mew in that one?
Yes. That's the only reason I could think of it is
How could
because I
we
remember
forget?
you ranting about it.
No, I had to bring it up. And this is where at the point where I was finding so many cat BLs that I was just like, okay, I need to look at other
Find something different.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, Love's Like a Cat.
Yeah.
You were trying to convince us to watch that for a while, but I don't know if
Yeah,
any of us
because
ever did.
it's one of those that it's so bad. It's kind of funny.
You're like, someone else
But
needs to experience this.
fair warning, it's like, I know my drama list ratings aren't to be trusted, but this is like literally the lowest rated BL on my drama list. It has a 5.8
Oh no.
out of 10.
Honestly, kind of high.
Honestly, yes. I am sort of surprised, but
my brain just immediately assumed that's probably like Mew Golf stands who got mad that he acted in BL again and it wasn't with golf. That like review bombed it.
Someone left a 1-star review. The title is just as title, love is like a cat, but with no cat, only a dog, so love was missing.
Oh. So there's no cat and there's no love?
No, the whole thing is that Mew's character is kind of like a cat and the other character is kind of like a dog.
Okay,
but
so
the other character has a dog, so there's an actual dog in some scenes.
But there's no actual cat.
At one point, I think Mew loses the dog and has to go looking for it. The actual dog, not the human being that is characterized
golden
as
retriever energy human.
The golden retriever energy, yeah. No, it could have been good. It could have. Would have.
Okay. This is the only other one I have. I could only come up with 3. And I don't know if either of you have watched this, so it might not be super easy, but it might be easy for the audience, so we'll see. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but the day you turn 20, you start having unhinged dreams about your childhood next door neighbor who you constantly fought with. From dreams... Why can't I read today? Okay. From dreams of mundane happenings to dreams of him getting hurt to dreams of the two of you making out. And when parts of those dreams start becoming a reality, the lines of what your reality actually is become blurred. Visions of the future? Sure, why not? But having feelings for your annoying older neighbor, is this real? Question mark.
This sounds really familiar. I feel like I don't think I've watched it, but I think I've heard of it. But I can't remember. Is it Japanese?
No, it's not Japanese. No? It's a Thai BL.
It's a Thai. Okay. It sounds like the whole dreaming thing sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
I was going to give a hint, but I feel like that would really give it away. My hint...
I'm trying to think like next door neighbors, and all I could think of is Monster Next Door.
I almost did put try and think of something for Monster Next Door, but that's not it. My hint, I'll give a hint that it's from a production company whose shows I historically really love. That should narrow it down a lot for you guys if you know what that company is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm suddenly forgetting every show name, but I feel like I think I know what it is. Oh my gosh.
The day you turned on mainstream. Childhood next door neighbor.
If I give another hint. Oh, if I give this hint, I feel like it's really going to give it away. But maybe I should give it. I will say the word dream is in the title.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I knew this one might be too hard, but I didn't know what else to put.
I feel like someone is screaming at their screen right now.
The 6 other people who watch this show.
6 other people? Is it that hidden?
I don't think it's that hidden, but I didn't really hear anyone talking about it when it was airing. It is a recent show too. I'll give you that.
I feel like I heard of it, but I can't think of what the name is.
Yeah, it sounds so familiar, and
my
I can't
gosh.
like. I just.
Oh, I want to guess it. Oh my gosh, I can't even. This is frustrating.
Dream. Does it have a really long name?
Is it like?
It's somewhat long. Longer than like 2 words. It doesn't have the series in it. I'll give you that.
Dream the series.
Right.
There definitely is a series called Dream the series.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this
It's annoying me that nothing pops up. Like, I can't even get in the roundhouse of imagining what it's called.
Oh.
And it's gonna annoy me because when you say it,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
know.
like, yup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I give up.
Kayla, do you give up?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, it was I Saw You in My Dream.
Yes.
And it's so obvious too, because that's literally what you're. Oh my god, we're done. Okay,
I was thinking like
us.
I Dream of You or something like that. So kind of close. I don't know where I got that from, but
yes, this was last year. It was from D-Hop House, which is my company, and yeah, I feel like no one watched the show.
Yeah,
there's like a handful of people in the
heard
Discord that we were watching it, but I didn't see a lot of talk about it on social media when it was airing. So I think it flew kind of under the radar. But it wasn't amazing. It's not my favorite D-Hub House show, but I thought it was pretty decent, and I like the actors. So it's a simple watch if you're looking for something to kind of just consume and not have to. Despite it sounding like there would be a lot of lore because it's like dreams and reality bending, like it's pretty easy to watch, I feel like. So
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Then we have only like my extensive list. I had far too much fun with this. I had far too much fun. Okay. But here we go. We listen and we don't judge, but your sunshine boyfriend got hit by a truck, stood up like nothing happened, and now he's slowly fading from existence while you pretend everything's fine. 1 minute he's laughing with you like always, and the next people are acting like he was never there. So now you're holding on for dear life, refusing to let go, even as he starts slipping through your fingers like he was never meant to stay.
Okay. The hit by a truck part is what's getting me.
Yes, this is really obvious from the, like, I think the only reason you probably aren't remembering it is because it came out 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. But I know familiar. You guys know this show. We've talked about this.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Specifically hit by a truck, because at first I was like, hit by a car, maybe that's like Boy Next World. But
listen, he gets hit by a truck,
right, and then gets
up like nothing happened.
Oh my gosh.
And slowly fade from existence.
Oh my gosh.
This is such a giveaway. Like, this is. I told you the entire plot.
Is this? Do you need the country? Cupid's Last Wish.
No.
Does he get hit? No, he gets hit by a car. Torfun gets hit by the car. Does he get hit? No, he hits with the car.
Do you need to know the country? I'll give you the country. It's Japan.
Oh my gosh.
And they're high school students.
Oh
my god, this is really bothering me. Why can't I think of any Japanese BLs right now?
I'm gonna get this one.
Dude, it's so funny. The tag for the show on MDL is White Truck of Doom.
That's the classic K-drama trope.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get this.
I don't think it's gonna come to me. I don't know why I can't think. Like, it's
Okay,
registering my
I
head, but at
mean,
the
we
same time,
talked
it's
about
not.
it like he's a zombie. He's basically a zombie.
That didn't help me. I'm gonna feel really dumb when you say what it is because I
Oh
don't know
my
why
god.
it's not clicking in my mind of the Japanese BLs
I
that I've
actually
watched.
this show really like a lot. I think it was great.
Um
I loved it. I remember. Didn't we talk about this?
Oh my gosh. Is uh mm, my problem is I can't remember when shows came out.
Mm-hmm.
Was Jacko Frost?
No,
No. What
because they're
year
not
are
high
we
school
thinking of?
students. They're
Oh, right,
adults.
right,
Hmm.
right.
But
Oh my
you're
gosh.
kind of in this same ball house. But he lost his memory, and this kid actually like he's basically killed. Um,
Okay.
he doesn't have a heartbeat. I think they say too.
Oh my god. I can't think of the title of the show. Like, everything sounds so familiar, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to think of what it's called.
It's
Oh my
kind of a
gosh.
weird plot, but it weirdly works because it's really cute and it's really wholesome. You giving up?
Uh, so much for me getting this one. Like, dude. Okay, I give up.
Alexa, giving up?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to figure out what the title is.
It is called Eternal Yesterday.
Yeah. I
Told you.
If you're listening,
I didn't watch
Kayla
that, but
just
I knew
slowly
that.
slid out of the frame.
Yeah.
I knew that.
We talked about
Yeah.
this before, and I think like I remember that I didn't really remember the plot, but when I was going through it, because I went watching like going through the shows that I watched and read that like the synopsis, it slowly came back to me. So I'm just like, this is great.
Yeah, I don't think I ever actually watched that one, but I knew the plot for some reason. I don't know.
Mm.
Same.
But
Maybe
I
because we
know
talked
we
about it.
talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm
I bet Heather has
100%
watched it. Maybe you talked about it with Heather.
maybe we talked about it when Heather was here. She's
Yeah.
probably watched it. Yeah. But it's really good, so you should watch it. Okay, next one. We listen and we don't judge, but you got into a life-ruining accident, woke up to find a literal angel chilling in your room, and instead of peace and divine wisdom, he's got sass, attitude, and a whole existential crisis of his own. Now you're stuck in a weird roommates, but make it spiritual awakening situation where emotions are messy, boundaries don't exist, and somehow this celestial being is the one who needs saving. I don't know if you watched this one.
It's also a Japanese BL, right?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I don't think I know what it's called, but I know.
I will say, in the first sentence, it's the like one of the words is in the literal title.
Angel.
Two of the words. Two of the words
Something
are in
angel.
the. Two of the words are in the literal title.
I haven't watched it, but I know exactly because I can picture the aesthetic of it.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember like the screenshot of like the angel sitting and he's sitting on the floor and they're inside?
This is so hard. I hate
Something
nothing.
angel. Something angel.
Yes, something angel, but there are two words in front of angel.
Let's see. Let me look at this sentence.
Okay, you said two of the words are in the
First sentence.
first sentence. Let me find this.
Life ruining
Chilling-
angel. Accident
chilling
angel.
Woke angel.
Woke angel. Me. Room.
Yes.
Room.
That's one of the words. Yes.
Oh.
It's something.
Just think about it. Where are they?
The room.
Where
a
are
room.
they?
The room.
One room angel.
Oh, man.
Wait, one room angel?
One?
Yeah, one room angel.
One room angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
of it. Didn't
I
watch
just love the premise of it.
In one room with an angel.
And I like when you suggest like we have some shows that you haven't watched, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure you haven't watched this one.
No, but I can like picture. I think a lot of people posted like screenshots and like gifs from it, so I can picture the aesthetic of it, like very and like the vibe of it. But I never actually watched it.
Yes.
Right. Someone needs to make a drama called Woke Angel now.
Woke angel.
That's our next build to BL. Okay. So I have a lot more, but this is the last one that I added to our list.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys watched this one. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but you ran away from your family's rich people drama only to end up hopelessly down bad for your stone-faced, hearing-impaired caregiver who has zero time for your spoiled antics. 1 minute, you're throwing a tantrum about your inheritance, and the next, you're desperately learning sign language just to get this man to acknowledge your existence. Now you're out here catching feelings, reading between the silent lines, and realizing you trade your entire trust fund just to make him smile at you once.
Okay, I didn't watch this one, but is this the Taiwanese one? What is it? See Your Love? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, there's only a handful of dramas that have like hearing impaired representation. I was like, it's not. It's the only one I could think of, but yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I like obviously I watched it. Actors are good.
The actors are giving.
And I like seeing disabilities in shows, like the what's the word, inclusion of things that that's normal in life that we don't usually see. So diversity, that's the word.
Yeah.
Oh, I had more. Yeah, I forgot. Never mind. Let's see. I want to do this one. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but you were just trying to deliver some noodles, and now a Michelin starred, emotionally constipated chef is staring at you like you're the missing ingredient in his soul. 1 minute, you're handing over a takeout bag. Next thing you know, you're trapped in a slow burn, tension filled, culinary hostage situation where every dish is a metaphor, every glance is a near confession, and this man is teaching you how to cook like it's a forbidden love language.
That one's easy. That's Bite Me.
I was like, I couldn't think of it's the one that's based on Salmon's novel, right?
Yes.
I couldn't think of what the title of it was. I kept wanting to say Cooking Crush, but I was like, that's something completely different.
No, that's I love the actors.
Yeah.
And I love the food shots. Not too crazy about the slow burn.
Yeah, the slow burn was slow from what I remember in that one.
Yeah, and there was no real like reward, kind of like it didn't have that, like if at the end it was like a big magical, just passionate, then it would have been something. But it's just like kind of went flat. Oh, we love each other, but like all the tension was gone suddenly because apparently when you confess your love to each other, you stop wanting them. But I will say, like, the shots of food in that show is like, it's food porn.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to do this one. Okay, if anyone manages to guess this one, then I'm sorry, because it means you watched it.
Oh no.
Because I feel sorry for myself. Okay. We listen and we don't judge, but you were just vibing through college when a mysterious, brooding immortal showed up, looked at you like he's been haunted by your existence for centuries, and now he won't leave you the hell alone. One minute, you're living a normal life. Next, this 1,000-year-old menace is popping up everywhere, whispering cryptic soulmate era nonsense and acting like you personally are the reason he's suffered through a millennium of heartbreak.
Um,
I know you know the one of the main characters, you know the actor well. Like if I say his name, you will know who he is.
Okay. Now the first thing I thought of was the Korean one, the vampire one, Unkissable Lips with Ji-woon, but I don't think
it's kind of
that's
in the
it.
same vein, but it's not that one, yeah.
What other supernatural shows do I know?
This one kind of went under the radar for a lot of people. And but it's not old. Like it came out in 2024.
Is it Thai?
Yes. And I think like if you watched it, you would know.
Is it?
And I literally said the name of the show in the text.
Oh
Is
God.
it is it like 1,000 year old?
Yes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
1,000-year vampire
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's just called 1,000 Years Old. It's with
Oh.
Shane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I watched a good chunk of that actually. But I see it as more of like a comedic show. So like I was he definitely is brooding. And very like
Dude, he is so dark in the beginning. He's
yeah.
just I couldn't even see that was Shane at first. That didn't
Yeah.
click until later in the show because I hadn't watched who was actually playing the leads, and I did not recognize him at first because he was like he looked constipated, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was fine what I watched, but I think it's one of those ones where like it just wasn't keeping my interest enough, and so I kind of
It's
just fell off with it.
I think it's one of those shows that would be really fun to watch with a group of people so you can make
Mm.
fun of it while you're watching it.
Mhm.
That would be a great experience because there's a lot of potential for making fun of that show. But yeah, I watched the whole thing. Not super impressed, but also not the worst thing I've watched. Like the Mew one was definitely worse. But yeah. It has a 6.3 rating on MDL.
Oh.
Mm. Yeah. It was not going to click in my mind. I don't know why that description was not clicking with that show for me. I remember like I think I just remember like there were some moments that made me laugh, and like when I think about that show I just think about the funny moments.
Mm-hmm.
Not the brooding part, but he definitely was brooding a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Last one.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah. We listen and we don't judge, but you've spent years being an awkward, stammering mess over your cold, untouchable, walking red flag of a crush, and now you're trapped in a masochistic, emotionally catastrophic situationship where he ignores you just enough to make you spiral. One minute he's treating you like an afterthought, and the next he's kissing you senseless, like you're the air he breathes. Is this love? Is this psychological warfare?
Is
My
this
first thought
love
was
mechanics?
my stand-in.
Huh?
Love mechanics.
Love mechanics?
No.
Okay.
But you're gonna be so mad when I tell you what. Oh, if you don't guess this.
My first thought was my stand-in, but I don't think that's because there wasn't years of pining between Ming and Joe. There was some psychological warfare there, though.
I had to make this very not obvious because you would know what it is right away. You guys have, you guys both know this show.
Red flags, red flags. Who are the red flags that I can think of?
Like, it is older now. Like, it's 4 years old.
Wow.
No, that's not
Kayla is gonna be
years.
so mad.
I
Is it-
need
You're gonna be
to
so
guess it.
mad. You're gonna
Is it?
just
It's not Why Are You, is it?
no.
No. I'm thinking that
You're in
person, outside of the
Okay,
birthday party.
I will give you another hint. You're in the wrong country.
Okay.
Is it
think.
My Beautiful
4
Man?
years old.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, I need to make this very obscure, or they'll guess right away.
It's another one that it could apply to so many shows.
So many,
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
yeah, I'm glad. Kayla needed to get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just like, if
We
you
needed
didn't
that
guess
win.
this, you would definitely just throw your heads and just walk off.
Yeah. The icon, My Beautiful Man.
Yeah. So for everyone listening, we would love to hear how many you guessed. And if you want to do your own We Listen and We Don't Judge, put it in the comments below and let us guess. That would be really fun.
Leave us some unhinged descriptions. I'd be so curious to see. I feel like I'm really bad at coming up with descriptions of really obvious shows. So I'd be curious to see if people can come up with really good obscure descriptions for really popular shows. If that makes sense. Give it a whirl.
Yeah, this was so much fun. I had a great time. Just
it was fun.
Picking apart.
Makes me feel stupid because I can't remember anything I watched, but it was fun.
It's kind of hard.
I love being on the side of the one that actually wrote it so that I know what it is.
You can watch everyone suffer.
But yeah, I got to stretch my love for writing, and
some good descriptions.
And I got to stretch my narration skills. It's been a while.
I got to stretch my inability to read for some reason today.
Mine is my inability to remember anything.
Yeah. We all struggled a little bit here.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to struggle.
Yeah.
We learn
Keeps us humble.
Yeah. So that's it for today. Guys, remember we have a Patreon with a lot of fun stuff, and we have Patreon exclusive episodes. Our next one is gonna be about you guys going to the DAO off-road fan meeting.
Yes.
Yes.
All the juicy details.
And that will be, how many episodes do we have now?
That will be the sixth sixth. I can't say the word six for some reason.
Yeah, I'm
The
not
sixth
gonna
one.
try. So there's already 5 other episodes that you can watch. So go check that out. And we sometimes do reactions and post episodes early and all that good stuff. So it's definitely worth it. And it really helps us out. So yeah. So like the video, subscribe to YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this. Leave a review. It really helps. And we will see you next week. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I'm in such a weird mood. This episode will either go terribly wrong or be brilliant. I cannot tell which one.